On our broadcast tonight, breaking news as North Korea's leader gives what he calls final approval for a nuclear strike on the U.S. The defense secretary says the danger is now real and clear, and tonight we'll look at what it all means. Good evening. As the Associated Press put it tonight, the North Korean army is warning Washington that its military has been cleared to wage an attack using, quote, smaller and diversified nuclear weapons. Further, North Korea says its troops have been authorized to counter U.S. aggression. Today, the U.S. Defense Secretary said this danger is real and clear, and this is certainly another escalation as analysts here in this country try to figure out what this young North Korean leader is up to. We have two reports to start off tonight. Andrea Mitchell standing by in Washington. We want to begin with our chief foreign correspondent, Richard Engel, in Seoul, South Korea. Richard, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. As North Korea made what appears to be its most explicit threat so far, the United States said it is sending an advanced anti-ballistic missile system to Guam in the Pacific. Responsibility for what happens next, according to North Korea, sits with the United States. North Korea's military declared today it had, quote, final approval to launch merciless strikes on the United States, including the use of nuclear weapons, possibly within days. Just hours earlier, the Secretary of Defense criticized what he called North Korea's dangerous rhetoric.
Some of the actions they've taken over the last few weeks present a real and clear danger. We take those threats seriously. We have to take those threats seriously.
But can North Korea make good on its threats? U.S. officials tell NBC News they believe the North can put a nuclear weapon on a missile, that they have missile-deliverable nukes, but not ones that could go more than 1,000 miles and reach the United States or South Asia. But South Korea and U.S. forces there would be in range. And today, the North severed a crucial tie with the South, turning away trucks and workers from the Kaesong Industrial Park, a rare joint effort inside North Korea that until now had been allowed to continue. In Seoul, where people have tried to shrug off the crisis, there are deep concerns. Polls say 2/3 of South Koreans want this country to have nuclear weapons. But that would spark an immediate crisis with the North and the risk of nuclear proliferation across Asia. Secretary of State Kerry, coming here next week, is already sending a message.
The last thing the world needs is more nuclear nations.
But South Koreans worry about the new young leader in the North. Kim Jong-un undid years of diplomacy, vowing to reopen the Yongbyon nuclear reactor, capable of producing enough plutonium to make a nuclear bomb a year. North Korea closed it in 2007, even destroying a cooling tower to show its commitment to a now shattered deal with the U.S.
If they restart their nuclear facility at Yongbyon, that is in direct violation of their international obligations and would be a very serious step.